streaming yet?
Yes.
Oh, hi everybody. Yeah, you'll be censored because you're censored. No, don't. Just say whatever the hell you want. That's my book. But no, I mean, just say whatever is okay with Scott's TV hearing your stuff. Anyway, hi everybody. This is the Gaming Killer. Not Denny Matthews, believe it or not. Is anybody watching? Does anybody watch your streams?
Corey does on occasion. But anyway, we're nearing the end of Act 2, and Acts 3 and 4 are actually almost finished. So I think it's about time we finally wrap this up, because I got work tomorrow.
I was trying to be nice, Scott. I just couldn't find a better way to say it.
But hey, you're going to bed now, AJ?
He's going to bed now. Yeah, he's going to bed now. Didn't you hear him?
I never said I was going to bed now. I said I had work tomorrow.
That is exactly what he said.
Usually when I hear I have work tomorrow, it's like, oh hey, bye,
oh wait,
guys,
I already did that briefing
chat.
at the end of the last stream, so no point of this. Alright, so... And I believe I did the first, but I did not do the last two. Also, that's blatantly Ingrid's voice actress.
Wait a minute. I mean, wait, I mean, I probably shouldn't... never mind.
That was you that joined the stream, I assume.
I did not join the stream, no.
Someone was watching.
How did somebody get a good-looking Sonic model into Sonic 06? I'm impressed. Sonic 06 actually has the capability of having good graphics. Who knew?
Flying cities need a very rare isotope of gas that can only be found near low orbit. It is used for generating power to keep cities airborne. Without them, the cities will begin to fall. Combat ships also use these gas in their reactors.
So both our and their government decide to put millions of lives at risk by attacking each other's orbital elevators, and then declare war at each other? Why are people in power so stupid? Can't nations just get along and trade and try to understand each other? To think that so many people have sacrificed their lives for this.
Juliana, stop. We are professional combat operators. Do not let hatred overtake your mind. Whatever your reason to fight, never let hatred fuel you.
Yeah, because Juliana listens to that later. Surely. Anyway. Seems like it's almost morning, so I think it's about ready to... There we go. Killer, you said that you can't... Killer, you ended up mentioning that you don't use Andy's mech for the mass driver mission, because I think you said it was slow, or something along those lines.
If you're gonna fight Rev Squadron, I would use Juliana's mech because it's a lot more maneuverable. They will kick your ass.
Yeah, they have shields as well. Well, as bad of an idea as it is, I am going to be using Andy's mech for this.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes well, consider yourself better than me and Andy's mech.
They're heading for the mass driver.
Get up there, you motherfucker.
Ow.
Dude, look at that clip.
Stop. AJ is streaming.
No, I can barely hear him.
Okay.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Neither did I. Yes, it is.
No, he's not. Not if I sing in less than 5 seconds.
I like how the transport planes in this mission are too strong for the particle cannon on hard.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a cameraman.
Funny thing is, the particle cannon is the only thing that actually does reliable damage to them.
I mean, the missiles can.
Yeah, they do.
Reloaded and ready.
Oh, you're the one watching.
I am now. I wasn't earlier, though.
Nah. Let's see, where's the transport? Oh, there they are.
Who's the asshole who just got chased up? Who was that?
Oh, wait.
Alright, let's stop.
Somebody was like going up.
I'll check when I'm done with these guys. Done. Alright, good.
The SSTO is on the elevator and moving to the mass driver. Transport ship moved to mass driver. Preparing for launch sequence.
2 minutes? We won't last that long.
Oh, that's still a Han. Okay. For a weapon that's stated that you won't hit battle frame with it, it is very accurate.
Well, it is for you. Pretty much every other time you're facing it. Pretty much every other time you're facing it, it's inaccurate.
You know, as bad as it is, I think I actually prefer Calamity Cookie over the Danger Rangers. I think their name sounds better.
You think it wise to mess with the Danger Rangers?
Come on, where's that death scream? Wanna wait for that cheesy-ass death scream.
I mean, it's one, I think. Oh yeah, you're targeting one. Weak. Your piloting skills are too weak. Prepare to crash and burn.
Where's the last one? Oh, there it is. And bye. Oh, never mind.
Be heroes.
You missed.
Oh, I'm listening, hold on.
This is taking too long. Concentrate fire on the mark.
Whatever.
You okay there, AJ?
Yeah, I'm just mimicking one of the guys.
Go!
That was way better, actually. That was way better.
That was the one from Ace Combat 6.
Oh. Oh, right.
The Grim Reaper's ready to engage the enemy.
I didn't realize you spawned all the way back here.
The Grim Reaper's ready to engage the enemy. Did you kick his ass immediately? I missed it.
Yeah, I hit him with the particle cannon.
Yeah, that's really easy to do.
I love this mission, though. This is probably one of the more fun missions in the game.
Try not to get your ass kicked by Rev Squadron, though. Watch out for that.
Rev Squadron is one of the... Rev Squadron is probably, like, the toughest squadron in the game, but aside from Akula.
That's because you're flying Generation 4s in this. Well, Generation 3 in your case.
No, this is Generation 4, you're right.
I mean, technically it's Generation 3 mech. Wait, is the SU-37 3.5 or 3?
They say that this specific Terminator is a third generation Terminator outfitted with 4th generation technology. So it technically does count as 4th gen. The Typhoon does as well. The Norther.
That's fair. You might want to reload your railgun.
Yeah, I'm doing that already. It's just a little... I think there's a little delay on your stream.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. We have a shoot first, beg forgiveness later policy around here.
Well, that's one of them down. Never did understand what Relic stood for, though.
Oh, Revec. Okay. Yeah, they're going after Yui. Yuli. Shut. Shut. Shit.
Yuli Shatana. Like, when I just use a particle cannon, I just bull rush them and make sure I get a hit.
Which is weird because in the DLCs for this, the main character talks.
They're not even attacking you. They're attacking Yui.
Makes her a good ally, I guess.
It'd be like the
Usually they're
protagonist
focusing
Ace
on me.
Combat 7 talking.
By the way,
actually, maybe you're just a terrible teammate. I'm kidding.
Wow, that was awesome. That one's smooth.
Full damage is at 30%.
We're going to disable UCN's Eastern Siberian
That was
Space
awesome.
Center located
My favorite zombies map.
You know, that's one of the things that would happen in an Armored Core game, where only on hard difficulties does a squad of them show up.
It is very likely they've mobilized reinforcements to defend the base. I expect that we're going to encounter many mass-produced.
They're kind of out of nowhere too.
USS Takao is flying to Japan Gulf, and we shall
I
commence
guess they're a
this
welcome
at
surprise, though.
1500 today.
A surprise, to be sure, but a
But
welcome
honestly,
one.
I'd say they're more difficult than Mirai. Well, okay, that might be a stretch, but still, they're pretty difficult.
Yeah. Maybe with Juliana, but I haven't used this mission with Juliana. Like, I feel like you could easily fit, like, 2 M5s in this thing.
Do we really have to do this?
I mean, I'm judging more from the outside rather than the hangar. Because the outside, this mech is, like, taller than the actual ship.
Mirai, we're the most competent combat unit available to the CFN. If other units take on this assignment, not only the risk of the mission failure...
You're the most competent. Wow. Alright.
I mean, Mirai is kind of... the only reason
Mirai
you're the most competent is
isn't
because
competent.
Mirai is a one-man fucking army.
Mirai isn't competent, she's just overpowered as shit. Skull Squadron is competent.
I thought you were against drinking between missions. What happened?
It's okay. I'm not the one risking my life piloting battle frames going into the battle or something anyway.
You piloted
yeah,
a battle
this is the
frame in
thing.
Act 1.
So you got into a fight with
This is the thing that suggests that
Not really.
Ingrid is an
She
alcoholic.
reminds me of myself when I was younger. Believing she can change the world by herself and all that.
And by younger, you mean when
Maybe
you were
Ingrid is part
25
Russian.
or something?
Shut up. I'm not that old. I just turned 28.
Maybe that's why she
about a
wanted to
month ago.
unite with him at the end of the game.
Mirai is just 14, you know.
Stop trying to make me feel old. Kids that age shouldn't be in the battlefield in the first place. When I was her age, I hadn't even enrolled in the Air Force Academy yet. Why, that professor had to implant those chips in her brain and...
She does sound drunk, and she's even right, too. So yeah, kids that old should not be in the battlefield. You're 100% right.
Replaced easily. Too stupid to think for myself.
I mean, to be fair, Killer, in a world like this, even you would be a capable pilot.
Time to decide.
Maybe.
Working with PMC
Like, imagine this. Like, right now, you can be, like, a high-ranked battle frame pilot.
Commander of Mithril, I can make a real difference.
Well, I wasn't trained from birth. Program.
I guess I was wrong. No matter where we are.
Alright, time to fly White Glint.
It's not the White Glint, it's the,
Yeah, I'm not calling it that.
Noblesse Oblige. Well,
Funny
actually,
thing
no,
is,
that's not yet.
Nah, it's close enough.
Okay?
Ah, the good railgun. I missed you.
Destroy all
Hey, Andy's railgun is pretty powerful.
It is good. I'm not
shit.
saying it's bad. It's just, man, I love the rapid fire railgun. I like this railgun more than the one in the Mirai.
I like the dual machine guns.
Yeah, me too. I like the dual machine guns as well.
railguns and missiles to take them out.
I'm just gonna release all my decoys immediately because I don't really need them.
Decoys ready.
Do I get to drive the truck? Oh, I have to hold it down here. After we have killed every enemy in the area.
Mind if I plug the newest Fractured Fates episode here, AJ?
Go right ahead. I'm working on it anyway.
That is true. Everybody go check out my channel, Gaming Killer. Check out the,
Shameless plug.
Yeah, it is shameless.
On second thought, never mind.
It's YouTube.
The way you made it work.
The gaming killer.
Check out Blackout, Mission 08S, Mission 08K. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway.
The gaming killer.
I'm tripping balls right now because I'm hearing myself talk over myself.
Oh wow, it's so meta.
You know, it's unfortunate. I'd be able to at least try
Did he actually check out my channel?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, man.
And yes, I would love to get to 100 subscribers soon.
Yeah, you're only 3 subs away.
We'll all be subscriber number 99. Hang on.
Wait, oh my god. I knew he wasn't subscribed.
Yeah, Scott, you want to see Fractured Fates, but you don't watch Killer's videos, which are literally better drafts.
Are there any funny commentary videos on here?
Yeah, there are. There are a couple of co-commentaries between Killer and I as well. Oh, that reminds me, wasn't there one of Ace Combat's? Wasn't there one of Ace Combat 6 that you wanted to do?
I was not happy with it, so I deleted it.
Uh-oh, it hasn't updated. It says you're at 98. Now it's at 99.
Oh yeah, I also unlisted my Project Nimbus review. I wasn't happy with that either.
I actually agree with that one. No offense.
Well, I unlisted it because I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, there were a couple things I didn't like about that review anyway. Not to be demotivating, but...
Honestly, I was still in like the honeymoon type phase when I reviewed that game, and looking at it now with a more... I gotta mute myself in the stream. Looking at it with a more, like, clean view now, I can definitely see its issues. It's definitely not polished, and I don't think polish necessarily makes the game worse. I mean, you can have an unpolished game still be fun. Nimbus was fun, but there are problems with it, and honestly, I think the story can be very, I'm not... Mirai and Juliana, both those characters they really have shrunk on me over the past few months.
Shrunk on you, huh? Why so? Just curious.
They're so... It's just so bland. I hate that trend. I mean, I don't know if it's a trend because I haven't seen it too much, but you know, because I don't watch anime. But I just don't like it. It just seems dumb. The 14, 16-year-old girl that just is a war hero. I don't like it. That's the thing.
Not an anime.
Not technically talking about an anime.
Talk about a game. About Project Nimbus.
I mean, honestly, the more I look at it, the more just kind of... I don't know. I still like...
What about Jutlin Jack? During World War One.
I think I heard of that, but I don't know.
He was a 14-year-old in the Royal Navy.
I still appreciate things like the Dragon's Eye thing. I still look at that and think that wasn't as flat as it seemed when I first played it. There was a good reason for it, and I do think it was actually better than I initially give it credit for. But,
do you think he's a better AOX than any of the ones in Ace Combat?
Yeah. I think he's better than Thunderhead, at least in some ways. I mean, I think that a lot of the other AOXs, again, more polish, more dialogue. But I do think if he had more characterization, if he had more presence in the game, then I would definitely like him more than other AOXs.
You know, while the twist may not make too much sense on paper until you really have to think about it, it actually gives him character, which is something I really can't say about a lot of the other AWACS.
Yeah, of course, I've never been in that group that hates Thunderhead. I've always really disliked how people hate him on board Thunderhead.
Well, I hate Thunderhead because he just seems like a very incompetent AWACS.
Also, he flips on you so quick.
But does he flip on you? I mean, I don't think he does. He didn't really have a choice in the matter.
We can win this as long as you're with us. I can feel it. Are these guys really traitors? I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. He literally just spelled it out for you.
It's not a matter of him not It's not a matter of him not believing that the Rosgreaves are enemies. It's the fact that he's just surprising to him.
What did you expect him to do in that situation? What was he supposed to do?
Disagree with it. Stop it. Like, go against the idea. Have something to say regarding them being traitors. Ask about it.
You can't
blindly
do that,
trusting. No, yes, you can. Blindly trusting orders is ridiculous.
Crawford live with his choices or kill him. Okay, I have a choice. The first one in this game. There's a guy who was a spy for our side, but then he ratted us out. Should I kill him or let him live and maybe get dragged outside by the mob and then beat to death?
I mean,
now I have one better. I got a Molotov.
If Warlord are getting branded as traitors and then he starts sympathizing with them and all that shit, I mean, that could make him look really bad too, and he doesn't want to get branded as a traitor.
I'll let him suffer.
They would have to find evidence of him being a traitor first, and there's nothing supporting it.
There was no evidence of War Dog being a traitor, and they were branded.
Yeah, because they just blindly followed. That's because they blindly followed Hamilton.
Like sold us out on TV.
Hell, the reason they believed that War Dog was a traitor was because of the fact that Bartlett carried a Belkan soldier with him, and they were with him when he mysteriously disappeared. AWACS Thunderhead has nothing tied with that.
Well, yeah, and then War Dog and everyone banded together after Pops was suspected to be a traitor, and everybody kind of ran away very suspiciously.
Yeah, so Thunderhead has nothing to do with that. He has nothing to worry about.
Well, yeah, he has nothing to worry about if he stays on that side. Because here's the thing, they all ran away, so now there's full reason to believe that they are indeed spies, because they all ran, and Thunderhead didn't, so...
Which is why it's fine for Thunderhead to ask around to try and understand the situation first.
That's true.
But I mean, under those circumstances, there's a reason to believe that they were indeed spies. I'm not saying that there's good reason, but there is reason, and if he goes against that, the Belkans are probably going to try to find a way to frame that anyway, but I don't see why that's a huge reason for him being the bad guy.
It's also literally the first. It's also literally the first mission of the game where he says, "Don't open fire on enemies that are opening fire on you."
That was
twice. Both mission 1 and 2.
Oh god, that
thing is, he doesn't do anything to like
all the higher ups throughout the game, though.
Yeah, it just makes Ace Combat's way of portraying higher ups even worse.
But his problem was he was trying to follow protocol, the protocol he was being given, and that protocol was dumb. That's not Thunderhead's fault. That's just the orders they were given.
Yeah, it's just a fault of the writing, I guess.
Not the writing. That's just the problem.
No fucking. Oh my god. That is a problem if you're writing a protocol that makes no fucking sense just for the sake of causing drama.
Well, you don't want to risk starting a war. Which ended up happening anyway, so...
Yeah, well done.
I mean,
Good job.
You shot down how many squadrons? That was kind of expected to happen. It already seemed like an invasion. They didn't want to open fire because they didn't want to risk, starting a war, firing back all this shit. Of course, I don't even know... I'm still confused on who those pilots were who were in the MiG-29s. Are those Ukes or are those Valkyries?
They were off near,
if they're Belkans,
from what I hear.
Why are they so terrible? They're not off near. They're not off near. I can tell you for a fact that was not off near. But I don't think they're Belkans because they just aren't that good.
Yeah.
They're really easy to defeat, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got hit by Andy's Psycho Drone because I'm a dumbass, so...
Oh,
got to play this more carefully.
This can't be.
Nah, I'm not dead.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay. Of course, you could also easily make the argument that
please
Bandog was
hit
being
for
stupid.
fuck's sakes. It just
You
kind of
make the argument that Bandog was being stupid and Faceless Soldier.
Yeah, that doesn't make Ace Combat 5 any better. Doesn't make Ace Combat 5 any better. That just makes both games even worse. I'm saying you could easily
make that argument because he was being slow. But then you can also make the argument that he was being a dick because he killed Full Band. Not that there's any problem with killing Full Band, because I didn't give a shit about him anyway. I still like Bandog even after killing Full Band. And now that I know what Full Band was doing,
everybody likes Bulldog even if he killed full bands. Most of the Ace Combat community likes Bandog.
And that made me kind of like Bandog in a way even more because he killed Full Band, because Full Band was going through secret shit, so, you know.
Yeah.
Full Band had it coming.
Even though his voice actor is awesome.
I don't totally know. No. Oh my god, back off.
I'm probably in the home stretch.
Oh, you're getting your ass ripped apart.
Yeah, I am. Fucking Psycho Drone is the one thing that's threatening about him. Didn't you complete this mission at 1 health at one point?
He's firing. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you were on SharePlay when we did it.
Was that the boss rush?
Yeah. HSOAU, then the Mass Driver, then Andy, then Mirai. By the way, does he launch Psycho Drones if you launch them? I actually never figured that.
I don't know.
Kind of like how the Mirai fight does it.
I don't do this boss very much anyway. It takes too much to get to, and it's not. You're almost guaranteed to die if you're playing on hard.
Yep, he does launch Psycho Drones regardless if you launch them or not. Okay, that's good to know.
But didn't you just launch Psycho Drones?
No, he launched my Psycho Drones before I did. He launched the Psycho Drones, I realized, oh shit, he can launch them, and then I just launched them myself. Really cool speech here, regardless of what you say.
It's, I agree with it. It's very interestingly written, though. I feel like it was poorly translated.
How did I dodge that?
Oh my god, that was pretty close.
I'm gonna to back off and just sharpen my boost a little bit. Well, I don't really can't really do that anymore.
I don't think Decoy's fool him.
Decoy's fool is missiles. They don't fool his Psycho Drones.
Oh god, watch out!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, it's a late, probably.
Yeah, you're lit. Yeah.
Decoy's ready.
Honestly, at this point, I'd do flybys. I wouldn't be aggressive right now. I know I'm telling that to the most aggressive person I can talk to, but no, I would try not to be aggressive right now.
Yeah, I know. It feels like... That is one thing I do really dislike about this game. Sometimes it feels like there's no impact when you're hitting somebody. But Ace Combat 7 suffers this issue as well. You just hit
it. So.
Yeah.
There's no plot armor in this game, it's just that the enemies have too much health.
Yeah. Yep, I see that drone, I'm dead. How am I not dead?
You just keep flying, just keep flying. Oh my god, you're at 15 health, nice.
Yeah, one Psycho Drone and I'm dead.
That's why you gotta arc your flying.
Yeah.
I say arc your flying and you're still just sitting there. Menacingly! Come on, kill Andy Dimitrov. I can't say that because there's no vowel in between them. You're dead.
Yeah. Damn it, I got so far, too.
On your stream, I said you're dead and you got hit by the particle cannon afterwards. But I said it when you got hit by the psychodrome.
Alright, well, I have full health now, so,
And you're getting attacked by psychodrome already. I feel you, Mira. I feel your pain. I get it. It sucks. Why are you meleeing him?
doesn't have a blade, so... The thing is that the hitbox with the blade is also really bad.
Oh, for some enemies. Wait, not enemies. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, for some enemies, but it's specific mechs that also have terrible blades, like the Riku.
Well, the Riku is one of the best blades.
No, not the triangle blade. Triangle? Wait, what's your melee button?
Circle.
Oh, circle. Okay, the circle blade. That blade is terrible. It misses most of the time. What the hell are those smart missiles doing?
You're saying something?
Yeah, the smart missiles were orbiting around Andy for some reason.
They did it again. Watch in a second. What the fuck is this? Okay, watch that on stream.
When you die?
No.
Oh. I said, yeah, see, they were orbiting.
Yeah, they're orbiting, but watch this. Just like spinning in a fucking barrel loop. Or barrel roll.
Yeah, no, that's what they do. A barrel loop? I didn't hear that.
That's a speech that should be given to Wizard 1 to Cypher.
Colonel, are you alright, Lieutenant? Oh shit, it's gone. Lieutenant Uriah.
Fuck!
That's
like the one time it ever hit me! That is the one time that shit ever hits me.
I just saw it.
Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Okay. Most people do die to Andy on hard mode on a full mission, but that shit... Oh my god, that was horrible.
You shouldn't be getting hit by the particle cannon.
Yeah, I was so close. Yeah, I was directly fucking next to him.
Oh, well, you'd be Revic Squadron, so I mean, you know.
Yeah, Revic Squadron. I stomped them with something using Andy's Terminator, but here, now I'm struggling.
I don't know why but they weren't attacking you, though. Usually they're attacking me. Here, you need to learn to play defensive. You need to learn to play defensive.
I can say the same with you on Juliana. Yeah. It is, but it's just... I went through this entire mission only to get so far playing defensively and then die. It's just... By that point, it's just my patience starts to wear a little bit thin.
Oh, I get that. So don't die. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, that fucking homing on the Psycho Drone!
Can we, Oh, this is not good. I like how he specifies subordinates. Like, not allies, not friends, not brothers in arms, my subordinates.
To be fair, we don't really know his relationship with any of them. We don't see Andy communicate with anybody that isn't Juliana, outside of the general.
Kind of like Blaze from Sonic 06.
I talk to nobody but Silver.
Actually, nobody in this game is as bad as that, though. I think. Actually, wait, does... No, maybe, no. I'm actually starting to think that maybe Ileana and Andy are kind of like that. Because Ileana, after Andy dies at least, she kind of only talks to... What the hell is the guy's name? Eagle Eye.
Yeah. Eagle's Eye.
Evade! He's firing the particle cannon! I'll tell you this 5 minutes after he fired it.
I don't know. I'm still psyched for Nimbus Infinity, though. That's definitely what I'm looking forward to the most. Oh.
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. If Project Wingman gets ported to console, I'll be looking forward to that as well. I'm literally only looking forward to indie games at this point. Nimbus and both projects too. Project Nimbus Infinity and Project
Wingman. Now you realize that.
No, I realized that like a day or two ago. Well, actually, to be fair, is it called Project Nimbus Infinity or is it just Nimbus Infinity?
Nimbus Infinity.
Oh. What is Nimbus again? What is
Nimbus,
the project?
Project Nimbus was the name of the project that created the Sky Cities.
Oh.
Come on, Andy, shoot that.
Come on, I want you to do it. Hit me! You actually have very similar health counts right now.
Yeah, we do.
Hit me!
Was that? I can't tell if that was a Psycho Drone or... Yeah, that's a Psycho Drone.
By the way, when you have your Psycho Drone out, I'd switch to your Railgun and then lock on with that so it keeps targeting at long distance.
I didn't even realize that has anything to do with it.
Well, the Railgun can target at a much farther distance.
Yeah,
and
I do.
Based on what I just saw, it can target up to 60,000 meters. So, so your Psycho Drone will keep attacking.
Nope. There we go. Huh, good tip.
Yeah, that's what I do in the mirror fight a lot. I just stay on my railgun after I've expended all my weaponry.
Probably just gonna do that until he dies then.
Yeah, and this thing actually has good railguns. I mean, not railguns, psychodrones.
Fuck.
Oh god, you ran out of boost. What are you doing?
Yeah. Let's fucking die already.
Oh, you should only need one more hit. How's he not dead yet?
Very good question. There we go.
He's still alive. Oh, you got him?
Yeah. There we go. I didn't know that bit about the Psycho Drones. I'll be sure to note that, actually.
There'd be no more to speak of.
All right, I'm gonna do the Juliana Mirai fight at least twice legitimately. Then I'll cheese it for the last one because I don't want to stay on that fight too long.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta beat legitimately. To be fair, I did get my ass kicked the last time I tried to do it.
Yeah.
Ingrid, how we doing?
I'm afraid we cannot leave leave the combat area.
Cannot detect life signal in cockpit. It's so depressing.
This one is also a next generation battlefield.
It was better with the music you added in.
Yeah.
King's Fall is a really good song, though. I actually do like it quite a bit. Wait, no, why am I reloading? I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna play Juliana. Why am I reloading?
I mean, why not? But the cutscene before Stonehenge definitely benefited from my remix. That was really missing music.
Yeah. Has this boss fight lost anything on you?
No. No, this is still definitely up there among my favorite boss fights, if not my favorite.
Okay, here's a question. If you had the ability to instantaneously start a boss fight with any character on with any character or squad on Ace Combat, would any of them be as good as this? Like, imagine being able to instantly start a boss fight against Mobius 1 in 0.
Well, because of the way dogfights work in Ace Combat, having a fight against another... Sorry, I'm pausing myself. Having a fight against an opponent that's just as skilled as you can be very annoying. The way dogfights work in Project Nimbus are very... It's a lot more intense, but a lot more fun to play. Having dogfights in, like... Sorry. Having dogfights in, like, Ace Combat. Like, when I'm fighting you, it's not really about the skill. It's kind of about the luck, and if you're willing to make a super aggressive maneuver. Like, I would choose to fight Yellow 13, but Yellow 13 can be very frustrating to fight for the same reasons you can be frustrating to fight. It's like, he's always going to make the aggressive maneuver, and because, like, if you're on Ace, you're going to get punished if you also try to make that aggressive maneuver.
Like, the thing is that in Ace Combat, you're sure you can have your enemy in your line of sights at all times, like with Target Track, but you can only attack them from the front view. And so you have to constantly be aggressive and try to get them within your attacking space. In Nimbus and in Armored Core, the enemy is always going to have you in their sights. You're always going to be locked onto you. It's a matter of, like, trying to dodge attacks and trying to maintain your weapons than it is trying to get the enemy in your sights. Because in this game, like in Ace Combat, it's not that long, but you get what I mean here. It's a long, arduous process trying to circle around your enemy in order to try and get a lock onto them. In this game, you can do that with like a push of your right stick.
And I don't know, it seems like a more problem personal to me for Ace Combat, because it seems like well, not everybody else, but it seems like at least you always succeed with the aggressive maneuvers, and the same goes for Yellow 13. He always succeeds with the aggressive maneuvers. Whenever you try to do it, you get punished for it. Or
that wasn't.
I try to do
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Are you in the first phase?
Yeah, I'm in the second phase now. Oh God!
Yeah, but the second phase is worse.
Yeah, I know that. I do. Okay, it is good to know that she'll only launch her psychodrones if I launch mine.
You're firing missiles. That's cute.
Alright.
And I mean normal missiles, not the smart ones.
Yeah. Oh, what am I fuck am I doing? Don't do that.
If the textures weren't so flat in this game, this would be a really beautiful level.
Still, it is, in my opinion.
The lighting's alright. That's something that Unreal Engine has always done good, but the environments just look really painted on. It looks odd. And also, the skyboxes have always looked very...
Oh, okay.
The problem with Nimbus is you can actually reach the skybox.
Yeah.
Or at least get very, very close, and it looks very bad.
I really wish that instead of like showing a skybox, it was more like an Ace Combat where it shows like the red box that you can't go out of on your radar.
Well, no, I don't mean the sky. I don't mean the dome. I mean like the literal skybox where the moon is, where the stars are. You can fly into that.
Yeah.
That should just be a picture that you can't get close to, or at least that's the way they should have handled it if they were going to handle it like this. I don't know, how would they handle that better in Nimbus Infinity? I would assume they will.
Of course, you're not going to be in space.
Oh, God, Rich. Well, how much are you going to be in space? Because there were levels on Earth that I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to have to see when it comes out. Which I haven't checked the Facebook page on there in a while. I'll double check then. See if there's anything new they released. No, stop doing the fucking psychodrones. I might as well reload my shields, because I'm not going to use my psychodrones for a bit. I really wish Juliana had a co-pilot, honestly. Something to spice it up.
These mechs wouldn't have just co-pilots. They would have like 30 extra pilots because they're so massive.
Yeah. Ah, fuck it. I'll launch them. They're about to reload anyway.
Like, you would need a bunch of different engineers, I would think. They really handled it oddly by making these mechs so massive, because it makes everything else look massive.
Stop using the psychodrones. The machine guns.
Why are you using the psychodrones?
No, like, why am I using the... I meant to say the missiles.
Did you just... What the hell? Oh, never mind, never mind.
It's habit, okay?
This boss fight would be completely unfair if you didn't have health regeneration. Yeah, she has way too much health.
To be honest, I can't think of a way that you can beat this boss fight without health regeneration, but the thing is that it's super cheesy and boring.
Why were you trying... You should have been arcing. The shields don't buy you much time from the psychodrones.
I was trying to block the psychodrones. Because your psychodrones can really run into the particle shield and stop them, but yeah, it doesn't work all that well.
God, you guys are so high up right now. I'm like... You're so far away from each other.
I wouldn't say far away, but look at the ground.
Well, assuming those are meters, you're getting like 50,000 meters. What is that, like, how many kilometers is that? Like 50...
Scott, need your help.
You're 50 kilometers away.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's based on tens. And 1,000 meters is a kilometer. So yeah, you guys are constantly moving between kilometers from each other. It's ridiculous how fast you're going. I wonder if they're using, if they're actually using like feet or centimeters or something. It's still ridiculous if it's feet or centimeters, but it'd be less ridiculous. Of course, going at 262 Machs is, like, that's just, I don't even think I need to explain that one.
Yeah, of course. For the record, Mach... Oh, wow. That does some damage. Mach 262. You could dodge lightning at speed like that.
Hey, that's the speed I need to go to in Ace Combat 7 then, in Ichi Valley.
Stop using missiles.
If you don't want to use missiles, why do you keep scrolling up to it?
Habit.
Well, stop making it your habit.
I'm trying.
I guess you do like unloading your weapons on Juliana in that one mission.
Well, it's kind of the best way to go about that mission, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Woo! First try.
Sadness.
Not as good as you, but I still got it done.
Stop killing each other. Isn't that sad?
God, it feels so good to do that fight on hard. After you beat that, you're like, yeah, I'm awesome.
Are you?
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I'm really sorry.
What is it? What's wrong?
Sorry, I was just listening. Are you going to play through Comatose?
Sadly, yes.
Okay. Okay. Sly Cooper isn't going to be happy about this one.
About what? Nimbus?
I bet you playing through Comatose. I actually listened to some Sly Cooper music, and I did hear a song I liked from it. I was considering using in something.
Did you ever listen to the club music?
No.
Sly Cooper 2? That was always my personal favorite song from that series. Alright. Well,
hell, let me look at what it was. Some of the liked videos. Two to Tango.
I really do like Juliana's flight suit. I think it actually looks pretty cool. The only big issue is, once again, her breasts are massive.
Oh god, now it's on record. For the record, I have mentioned this in the past. It's illegal for me to go or say the shit.
Even though we succeeded in most defensive operations, we still have to hold a deeper defense line. We speculate
this
that they want to
mission is
completely
so
eliminate
badass.
all of our fighting ability.
Yes, it is. I
Or
also
at least
really
the
like
music
before
makes
they
it
reach the
badass.
flying cities that are important to us. As you can see, the frontline unit they sent this time is quite a lot. This is the first time that you, Acula Squad, is assigned to the front line.
Well,
I think
it would have been more interesting if one of the members of the between Juliana and Andy was actually Akula
You can
3.
criticize me that I'm being unpatriotic from what I'm about to say, but I don't want you to throw your life away for nothing. If you don't want to be a burden to others in the battlefield, please leave all those thoughts that might make you reckless behind before you take flight.
This is a very good briefing song that gets cut too short.
Yeah. There's gotta be a way to get it, the whole thing.
It doesn't even finish, so there's no way of looping it.
This is way more than usual.
I'm just gonna go for the ECM planes first.
I have RCXDs. I could have blown up that Goliath.
RCXD ready for deployment.
Instead, nope. She had to run out and blow herself up.
Oh, that's Santa Moore?
Yeah.
Oh, you're at the end.
Also, her voice sounds real familiar.
You're near the end of the game.
Find them and shoot them all.
Oh wow,
The shotgun shreds through these people, though. It's so fun. Boom!
Good thing I upgraded my handgun.
All jammers down. I repeat, all jammers down. Shit. Those Russians destroyed all the decoy systems.
Surprised? Finally fighting them with even numbers.
Army of what?
We have arrived in combat area. Good. Let's kill them all.
Yes.
You know, honestly, this should have been the kimono of the game.
Oh,
but
he's fine, even though he's gotten, you know, shot through the gut 3 times.
This ended up being the mayhem of the game rather than the kimono. Because this one's too spread out, you're in a, well, except in this game, because they're spread out, you're in a shitty slow mech. Because I don't like the S-47.
I love the S-47. Actually, I prefer it over the M5, personally.
Nah. I like the M5 upgraded in Warfront.
We saw something.
Yeah, but of all the below 4th generation mechs, the Griffin and the Typhoon are the best ones.
Oh yeah, no challenge there. Typhoon.
Typhoon's awesome.
The Typhoon may as well be Generation 4.
Yeah. It'll be the weakest generation. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. I would honestly say it's stronger than the Norther Typhoon.
Wait.
Northern Typhoon's great in close quarters, but not much outside of that.
Yay, we won, as all these drones are just crashing all over the city. Hooray, let's all stand out in the open while these things just careen out of the sky.
Time for DLC.
If I had the money for it, I bought the base game because it was like $3.99. The complete version is $7.99. I couldn't get the
No, that's not what I meant to do. Shit.
All aircraft, dive below 2,000 feet, hit the deck.
You know, the Burkett does feel kind of sluggish when you're turning. Do you feel that? Notice that?
No, not really. Below 2,000 feet? What do they expect us to do? Go underground?
There we go.
Head towards the ravine and terrain mask. Use the crevices. Get low and stay low.
We really need heroes after all. Now that is a forced line. I didn't even. I'm glad I heard Scott say that through the stream because I didn't hear him say that through my own mic.
16 days. This frame arrived 16 days late.
Get low and stay low.
If I had
Nice
just
references,
prepared
Scott.
myself sooner. If I had just reached
Also,
that
why is
place a
Andy
few
being given the
minutes
5th generation mech, but not Yuliana? Yuliana's clearly the better pilot of the two.
Because he's using a handicapped S-37. He needed a better mech.
More than you do.
I guess.
If I didn't let
For all of you
him
that
use
enjoyed
overburst,
playing
let
this
him go
game,
with
I
you.
promise you,
The
this
result
is
might be
just the
different.
beginning. Way to break your promise,
Budushe is
Mr.
developed
Zala.
from Zaftra.
Such a stupid
At
cutscene.
first, we intended to give Colonel this battle frame to fight alongside you in Zaftra.
Wait, it's developed from... Okay, never mind. Point retracted. What the hell are you... Why did you intend on giving it to Andy?
The person who is worth riding
Can
in
Killer not hear me?
it is none other than
I can hear you.
Okay.
Developed from Zaftra doesn't mean it's built. Just means that it's the upgraded version of the Zaftra.
Today.
Also, that's a reference
Also,
to
the people who
Front
built.
Mission.
Also, the
American fortification
the company that
is
built
well
the
known as
Zaftra and the
strongest,
Budushe also
indestructible
built the
fortress located
HSOAU
here
and
in
its weapon
Okinawa.
systems, and they're the ones who built the Judgment.
Yamato Fortress has huge, long-range anti-aircraft cannons. These cannons fire airburst
Let's just
projectiles
pretend that
at
actually zoomed in
hypersonic
Okinawa.
speed, which explode in mid-air when it reaches its target. The blast will destroy everything around it.
I
Trying
love
to get
this
down to
mission.
the voice cast
I'm
because some of
super
these
psyched
people,
for this
because some
mission
of
right
the people
now.
in this game sounded familiar.
Fearsome strategic weapon in an era of airborne weapons. If we can destroy this fortress, the army of the 7th Fleet in Yokosuka will be vulnerable to attack. Then, we will be able to start our defensive operation. This is going to be a huge turning point in this war.
Stop.
This will be a huge turning point. Just destroy Stonehenge.
To get close.
And let's be real, this is not Yamato Fortress, this is Stonehenge.
We must destroy the jammers.
So it's not Stonehenge. I swear. It's totally isn't.
Oh, I'm sure you swear, but it sure as hell looks like it's a me.
I already marked them on your radar.
It's just fucking Stonehenge.
Please don't die, Lieutenant. We still need a hero for a long time after this.
Wait for the repeating dialogue, by the way.
Anyway, we'll work on that.
What are you waiting for? Launch the battle frames. We're using Yamato cannon right now. If we send them out, they might get shot as well.
No, he didn't.
He
got arrested in the middle of a debriefing. No.
Superiority for the USAF. Radar jammer has been destroyed. The
king is now entered the building.
My brother wrote down, like, what? I shouldn't be saying this on stream. Anyway, I'll just say that in context, he had Mobius say to trigger, what, don't you think there's a 3-strike policy or something?
Yeah.
Because he's been court-martialed twice, so, and he basically does something that, like, he kind of disobeys an order again, and Mobius says, don't you think that, isn't there a 3-strike policy in the military? For you, because you're military shit. Yeah, I always forget that Talisman actually did kind of get court-martialed. Kind of. He did disobey a direct order.
Come on, game. Give me New Game Plus. I want to start with all my overpowered weapons again.
Actually, yeah. Talisman disobeyed a direct order.
To be fair, that direct order is kind of stupid.
New Game Plus on the screen.
No, it really wasn't. It was very necessary.
How overpowered the game would be. Yeah, there probably isn't. Fuck! There is no New Game Plus.
Yamato Cannon destroyed.
Oh. Well, that game's done. That's a one and done, unless I get the DLCs. So, yay. Delete, I guess.
You didn't seem to be enjoying that until the last couple moments.
I will be back. This is not even my final form.
Shut up.
I was, because it was just so goofy. It's like, Dana blows herself up. I'm like, I have explosive RC cars. Why are you running out there? I have hack tools. I could hack their thing and make the Goliath kill all their guys.
Nah, they had to get the hot girl to die.
Yeah.
Well, I say that very loosely. Honestly, after seeing some cutscenes, I came to the realization that Dana, she can just die. Fuck her.
I repeat, all of the fortress cannons
care about her
have
at all.
been destroyed.
And then somehow, fucking Jack survives 3 gunshot wounds to the stomach. Oh, and by the way, he makes it up there to keep... He makes it up to the control center where you're being choked out by a KPA soldier just in time to shoot the soldier in the back of the head.
And I'm sorry, after all the shit you did in this game... And after all the shit you did in this game, why did you just get randomly nerfed and you couldn't fight off a single KPA soldier?
Yeah.
You killed dozens of them with your bare hands the entire game.
Yeah, did you see how many I knifed in the eyeball during the share play?
Yeah.
And then, they don't touch on what happens to Brady until you fucking get DLC, which can be done in 15 minutes.
Hey, let me know when you've destroyed all the enemies.
I thought you were going to say when you're done destroying this game, because, oh boy, because there's a couple other things. One, there's prequel DLC. Cool. Awesome. That's pretty cool. But the one that, like, expands, like, a new area and all this stuff, like, and it sets up for, like, a sequel, it really sucks that Deep Silver and Gambuster Studios went out of business, because I would have actually liked to have seen a sequel to this game. I wouldn't have liked to have seen it in the Cryware in the Cry engine. I probably would have liked to have seen it in something like Unreal 4. Can you imagine what a I almost said front mission, what a home front game would look like in Unreal 4?
Probably pretty damn good.
And plus they could set it in a more, less drab, run-down, shitty-looking location. And also, they didn't really need to tell us that, oh yeah, the Koreans, they have planned for Philadelphia. They've already done, like, 4 other cities. So, yeah. I don't know.
Don't like the game, or?
No, I liked the game. It's just that the last mission was full of so much just not cliffhanger material, just reverse Deus Ex Machina moments. It was just like, oh, this character has to die, and then this character has to die, and then this character gets shot, but somehow manages to save you.
I just finished up everybody. Skull Squad is coming.
Yamato Fortress is already destroyed.
We've confirmed via radar that Yamato Fortress was destroyed, but it looks like we've got company.
I'm gonna have to hop out the chat because my nephew
not to worry.
Scott, shut up!
You're all cleared to engage.
If you've got a problem with it, then don't eat. Our target is that red battle frame.
But we usually don't stop until I'm going to.
Isn't that the only battle frame there?
Stop pissing me off, please.
That's why I said you might as well just check to see if you can swap out the console in the living room.
Nemo is down!
What? When it's 4 against 1?
They're not here.
What? When it's 4 against 1?
Seems like I won't be getting that dinner tonight.
Mobius!
Skull 3. Skull 1 here. Anyone see 3 get out?
Gotta send a message to Yusef.
Victory for the good guys.
God damn it, Killer. You were doing your quote, and it was so good, and it was matching really well, but Scott had to speak.
You kidding me?
Fucking hell. Scott talks way too much.
What's with this monster?
He was speaking for like 10 minutes!
You don't have to fight anymore. Just return quickly if you don't want to die.
The enemy has retreated, Lieutenant. You did well. Don't follow them.
You seem a bit quiet today, Lieutenant.
We own that, and my brother was trying to teach me how to basically
no longer have anyone. No one.
No one.
He was teaching me how to try to essentially like park or whatever, a freight train. And I put it at a put it at a crossing, or I was not a crossing, but I was like putting up against a brake thing. I don't know what they're called. And, well, what he didn't warn me about, what he thought I should know, to be fair, I probably should have, when you stop a freight train, you have to account for the fact that it's not going to stop immediately in the back until every single car, there's the delay. Well, it didn't stop in time, and it ended up going through the brake thing and hit one of those, fuel facilities. And if it was realized, that probably would have caused a massive explosion because it was an oil train.
Her condition is stable, but still in a coma.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to be positive, but to be honest, we don't know when Mirai will regain her
Moral of the story: learn how to stop a freight train
does,
before you try to
can she
stop
return
it.
To normal?
That didn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Poor girl. Such a
oh
young
God, this
age.
level. Such a young age. So stupid.
Lol, you started watching the stream and then yeeted out of it immediately.
This is one of the worst. Like, how do you even get this? Like, what? You tell me. This looks like Ruby.
Oh, now that's just insulting for Nimbus.
But it's true. That's actually insulting for Ruby. Because Ruby has, like, this is what Ruby looks like.
Your ideals have no place.
I would usually do that part where I would just joke around and just jump off the cliff, but this mission's so long and boring that I have no desire to do that. I'm just gonna push forward and just get this done. Amber, I love you. I love your voice acting usually, but here I'm just gonna have to say no. I just can't stand your voice right now.
It's not her fault.
Yeah, no, it isn't.
Terrible dialogue.
That's so annoying.
It's not even the dialogue. It's just so fucking boring.
No, it's... Well, I mean, the dialogue is terrible anyway, but...
Yeah, of course. Fucking breathing! You know what? No. Can I skip this? Thank you. Alright,
no,
bye.
You're halfway through it. Go through it. You have to do it.
We don't have...
Oh, you were talking about the thing.
Screw the cutscene.
It hurts. Hurts so much.
To get out of here, we have to do things. Feel it. Feel the misery
Mirai,
of the
Mirai,
people
you can run. Mirai, you can run.
Forward.
You can run. Well, actually, no. Running in knee-high water is very exhausting.
Stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid. Watch out for yourself. Don't be afraid.
After all those terrible things
real
you've
best.
done,
You are not afraid.
you think you can just freely walk away?
Yeah, talk to Cypher.
Yeah, she can freely walk away. It's a coma.
What do you mean, talk to Cypher? I've been here for 26 years, dickhead. And Pixit, my buddy, got to walk away free.
Get out. Live on. Make things right.
Like, out of nowhere, zombies. What the hell? And this is blood, isn't it? Or at least it's supposed to be.
Yeah, Sea of Blood. We're on Earthcore.
Oh.
No, there isn't an actual. There isn't an actual Sea of Blood in Armored Core. It's just one of the levels is called that. But it's just like in the It's just in the Chinese city with just flood everywhere.
Show this level to somebody, and then try telling them this is an action mech game.
No, Mirai, you're fucking crawling.
Oh, fuck. Well, you're gonna be like this for the rest of the level.
Girl, you aren't even moving your knees. Hold on, I gotta go into battle frame mode. Shit, this battle frame doesn't have a cockpit. Breaking news. At this point, Mirai is secretly a battleframe. Like, at this point, your suspension of disbelief is literally grabbed by the balls, crushed, tossed underneath a crane, crushed again, and then the rest of the bits just get fucking set on fire, turned into ashes, and just buried in the graveyard of bad game design.
That wasn't what I wasn't saying anything like that. No, I was gonna say at this point, if she's gonna go this slow, she may as well just be trying to swim.
No, it's like,
I mean,
you
she's
can
so
launch
low to the ground, swimming would work better here anyway.
Yeah, unless Mirai doesn't know how to swim.
If you... Oh
No. All Air Force pilots have to learn how to swim.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're a pilot and you don't know how to swim, what the hell? Stop breathing. Stop pulling a cassette tape in Nagase.
She's better than Nagase, at least.
Well, Nagase did breathe into the mic a lot in White Noise, to be fair.
Yeah. At least she doesn't have the stupid ideals, but at least Nagase is also, you know, actually liable to be a pilot.
She did something impressive on the ground.
Jesus, lady, get up and walk!
You have to stop for a little bit to get her to,
I know, but she just crawls again. I know, but then she just crawls again almost immediately. No.
This is why games like Outlast have a sprint button even in, like, cutscene segments. Like,
yeah.
Like, the player is going to try to go as fast as they can to this scenario. Is that a battle frame sound?
Sorry to have to ask you to go out again despite just coming back here.
Oh, right, because it goes straight to the next mission.
No.
I love this scene, though. This is my favorite scene from Dragon's Eye.
Yamato Fortress has fallen. Our main fleet is still in the
God, this is why I wish Skull 1 spoke. This is such a badass moment. You are going up against, like, an army, while it's just you and the your one ally left, but you are going to get in your battle frame and fight anyway.
You know, look at all those battle frames. Why are those not being launched?
What? You're imitating him? I thought you guys didn't like each other.
I don't know. Funny thing is, we got a different view of this in the PC version. We actually got, like, a 360 view.
Alright. Don't come back dead.
But oh well.
We have curry and hamburger steak this evening.
Gone 1 taking off. 100 against 1, huh? Sounds like a normal Monday.
Be ready to pay up. We'll be back before you know it.
Warm-up exercise. Heavier units like combat ships will arrive later. If possible, don't let our automated turrets, especially the ion cannons, get destroyed.
Skull 2. Follow all orders from Skull 1. Re-engagement is prohibited during this operation.
All Spectral's units, please enter the combat area. Avoid aerial combat in the city area. Our job is to take out the USAF forces and render Yokosuka base unusable.
Alright, this is the one mission I'm gonna have to play really defensively.
God, I hate this mission on hard.
Yeah. How many tries did it take you to beat this mission on hard?
I don't know if it took me more than one, but it took a long-ass time to... Well, no, I probably died at least once or twice, so... I don't know.
Like, these are just Firebirds, thankfully. Like, this first section isn't too bad. Akula Squadron is actually pretty damn tough, to be honest.
Yeah, of course. Skull... I'm pretty sure Skull 2 can die here.
Skull 2 can die here, yes.
But apparently come back.
Entering combat mode.
Likewise,
hey, it's
sir.
Ingrid.
No, that's Jennifer.
That was definitely Ingrid's voice.
That's Jennifer.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I guess the mic quality was pretty shit.
That is when, like, that is when you need to start actually fucking hitting something. There we go.
Mobius was not joking around. Hit them with your blades.
Lin Zhang.
Oh look, it's a Chinese bitch.
Better than Hannah, at least.
Hannah.
Well, I know, I'm not going to joke around. I actually liked Hannah a bit from Battlefield 4.
Aquila Squadron, engage!
I mean, yeah, Hannah was okay. She definitely...
Aquila 1, I know what you're thinking. Do not get near a flying city.
No, when I said Chinese bitch, the first person I thought of was Susan.
But we can't do the same to them. Aquila 1, you stay in Aquila 3's formation. A new enemy battle frame squadron is approaching.
That's not how you say Aquila.
Wait, when you're engaging this model, do not get close. Their shotguns can shoot you down with only one hit.
That's bullshit.
I like how you said you're going to play defensively and now you're trying to melee Burkutts.
Well, I have to charge them, that's the thing. Otherwise, they're just going to keep getting away.
Reload.
Fine. You should have seen Demon Lord Omega doing this mission. He was so painfully slow.
Well, you have to be.
Yeah, that's like
look at you. You're a fourth of down your health.
Oh, there we go. All right, good. Yeah, I just focusing. Blade, please.
This is what we call dead air. That's something I'm gonna have.
Okay.
What the hell?
Continue combat is impossible. Ejecting.
Well, I guess they're going to space. Well, never mind.
Now they're gonna kamikaze the city.
There it is. The Kirov-class destroyer.
Mobius advised us to blading that.
He was being sarcastic.
Oh, it's a Kirov-class destroyer. Hey, the Marigold's a Kirov-class cruiser.
Or else you are going to
Oh
die.
my god.
Good. We've still got
Where do you guys come from?
That'll make your job easier.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm so far beyond dead right now.
Yeah, I noticed.
Like, the missiles just seem to just randomly stop in the middle of trying to reach their opponent, but yet when they move out of the way, the missiles go past them. So that makes sense.
Just like his combat.
No.
That's what happens in the multiplayer
Missiles
all the time.
Missiles don't just, like, go close to their enemy about to hit them and then just stop because they're out of range.
I mean, well, to be fair, missiles in Ace Combat don't lock on as far as they do in this game. And also, planes in Ace Combat don't go as fast as aircraft do in this game. Because aircraft in this game can outrun missiles, which is pathetic when you think about it. Unless it's Juliana's missiles.
Like, this is where you have to be able to hit the thing from the back, because if you hit the sides and the thing's firing, it hits you somehow. Like, really gotta play the...
fire?
It does fire. You got killed by one when you're trying to melee it in your review.
Oh. Yeah, the hitbox is in the middle, so
yeah,
you
fucking
can't hit
terrible.
From the back. How much health do you have?
5.
Oh my god. Can you do it? I believe in you, AJ. Get away from that Burkhead.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to keep my distance. How many enemies do I have?
As far as... Oh god. Never mind.
I can't help it. I gotta get around this Kirov.
Well, it only fires missiles. I thought Kira-class cruisers have a missile intercept system.
No, that was only for the world World of No Boundaries, Kirov. God damn it.
Where the hell did that come from?
I'm actually gonna do this mission on normal real quick. I'll do the rest on hard, but this mission takes way too long.
I don't blame you.
I'll do the rest on hard, though. Aside from maybe this mission.
And the Juliana fight?
No, the Juliana I'll do on hard. I can do that fine.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say something, but you probably wouldn't appreciate it.
No, you can say it. You can say it.
No, I don't even really want to say it.
Go ahead, it's fine. You know I got tough skin.
Since that guy isn't here anymore, it's become really quiet. Yamato Fortress has fallen.
It's not about your skin being
still in the middle of the ocean. The Russians
say
will throw everything
it.
they have at you. Doesn't sound very different from the usual, right?
Killer?
Any questions?
Yes.
I don't feel like
What's the dinner tonight, sir?
Fuck, this is a bad position I'm in right now.
Yeah, so just say it and get out of it.
We don't cry for our fallen friends, sir. This is much better.
Alright.
That was kind of the route I was going with, yes.
Say
we
it.
have curry and hamburger steak this evening.
Just fucking say it, dude.
That's true.
Say it.
I
don't care if I get banned. Say it.
It's not even that clever. It's actually kind of dumb.
If possible, don't
say
let
it.
Turrets, especially the ion cannons, get destroyed.
Oh, what is that?
Killer, say it.
Alright, here they come.
Okay, let me see.
Engage.
Are you not going to continue to stream until I say it?
No, I'm gonna keep playing the stream, but I'm not gonna say anything until you say it.
Where are you in this? No, we're not. I think you're in this one. No, I know you. I remember you sending a bunch of stuff. I just don't remember which chat it was in. Wasn't it a picture of her? No.
Let's see. Who shall I play with today?
Yeah, no, I don't think I got that.
Missions, you idiot.
Hostile contacts confirmed. Entering combat mode.
It was an honor to have fought you.
What a... Oh, God. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I got it now.
Engage!
Okay, well, the last one's worse than what I was going to say.
Juliana is not coming with us today.
Anyway,
I know what you're thinking. Do not get near a flying city.
I love the second one, though.
Say it, goddammit.
Alright, I guess I'll read off Mecha's ones.
No, read off what you were saying.
Oh. Well, I'll just say it. You're gonna do Juliana on hard.
Wait. When you're engaging this model, do not get close.
Are you happy now?
The shotguns can shoot you down only one hit.
Dark jokes from Mecha. What do you think of when you see a baby with a hole in his head? I don't know if that... I'm not reading that.
Read it.
No.
Read it.
No.
Read it.
No.
Read it.
Nope.
Read it.
No.
Read it.
Hell
read
no.
it. Mecha, send it to
Hell
me
no.
so I can read it.
But the second one I agree with. What's long and black and painful, Obama's presidency?
There it is. The Kirov class destroyer.
It
Soviets
is.
advised us to believing that.
He was being sarcastic. Don't play stupid. You fought one before. Don't get close.
Yeah,
Use
that
deadly
one
tactics,
now.
or else you are going to die. Good. We still got some turrets standing. That'll make your job easier.
Mechabaka is literally just what happens when it's like, delete this. Just delete this. Nobody wants this.
Oh, Mecha, are you not audible on the stream?
He is audible in the stream, yes. Yes.
No, you're not. Yeah, you did disable it, so you should enable it.
Oh, sure, yeah, get Mecha banned across... Get Mecha banned across YouTube. Everybody wants to hear your
beautiful voice.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
The only thing Count ever said that I agree with. Yeah, that's from Mace Gum. Well, I mean, yeah. But... oh, wow. Well, Count said it even from Count. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see why you're not audible on stream.
You may be wrong, but all I know is you made me right.
You know, go ahead. Well, actually, no. You probably shouldn't go ahead since, again, you aren't audible. Anyway, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I should have a disclaimer that AJ has schizophrenia or some shit. I don't know. Or I
Wait.
do. Anyway.
I have schizophrenia, but the people in the audio are hearing it. Oh, hey, there we go.
Yeah. Anyway, I listened to that song you asked me to. Ow! Ow! Fuck. Anyway, I listened to that song that you.
Easy targets. Hey, Skull Team, look at the radar.
I listened to that song you wanted me to listen to, Wonder Smith and His Sons. First of all, I didn't like the video, but I couldn't find a clean version of the song without the video, and there's no lyrics to the song, so I didn't know what the hell he was saying 80% of the time.
There's no lyrics to the song?
There was no lyric video to the song.
What?
And if there were, I couldn't find any with good quality.
Which song are we talking about?
Wonder Smith and the Sons.
I am a soldier, baby, who works just like a slave. Big in a foxer that he knows just a grave. You trust. I'm not going to copyright that song on here. Anyway, now for the cool part. I don't need to do this on hard because this is pathetically easy on any difficulty.
Okay, AJ. Actually, I'm no longer censored, but I can say this. Like,
so you didn't like the video, so I guess you didn't like the song. Fair enough.
No,
the video,
it's not that.
No, I'm talking to Killer.
What is it, Mecca? Just say it.
No, it wasn't anything dark. I was just gonna say that, like, if you want to avoid the copyright, have me sing it. I'm such a bad karaoke thing that they don't even. That's not even worth the lawsuits.
Oh well. Hey, you guys are free to sing song music. First of all, game music, and Sega does not give a shit about copyright. So,
USS Taco.
What was that?
It's cool hearing Mecha's beautiful voice.
We came here under our own
that
decision.
BMX song that they threw a hissy fit about?
Nah.
What? Oh, DMX. Oh, yeah. Give it to you.
Skull Squadron, join Mithril's battle frame formation.
New missiles wave arrived. Prepare to intercept.
I just realized the perfect song for me to listen to during an election night.
This is your first time
and it's one of
piloting
those,
this
like,
frame.
y'all don't make me act a
You sure you're okay?
Act a fool or
Please don't worry, Miss Esmeralda. Mr. Morgan is here with me too.
I don't know who the singer of that song is.
Who? Or what song?
No, there was a song that goes like, "All Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind." I can't remember what it's called. You probably have heard it before.
Up in here, yeah.
Because, you know what, no matter who wins the presidency, there's going to be a bunch of people freaking out.
From the orbit.
Hey, Open Your Heart is a good song for that. Open your heart, it's gonna be alright.
What the hell is that red light above my engines? You see that, Killer? No,
I'm
like,
not
what is
watching
that?
Stream right now.
What the hell is that?
It's a good question. Let me get to your stream again.
Do it fast, because I'm pretty sure it's about to go by any second now.
Oh, well, that's just your engine.
No, that's the pink light.
Wait, are you sure that wasn't the sun rays?
Probably was the sun rays going off of the engine.
Yeah. That was not the pink light, that was red.
Yeah, I know it wasn't the pink light. That's why... Oh, whatever.
Look back at the sun.
Mithril, tell me the truth.
Yeah, I guess
Why
so.
and how did you come here?
Well, sir, about that.
To think that we're just some small...
Oh yeah, that is the sun, yeah.
Having to
Why was that so late? That was more late than usual. Okay. Alright, well that's all I wanted to see.
Mirai?
But we are not just a part of something. We
Well,
are all human. And we can choose to create a future we want. The future we dream of.
Mirai,
well,
be quiet and take them down.
To make a reality.
So question for everybody that is not in the
That's
chat,
our answer, sir.
and mostly just AJ,
We
what do
fight
you,
to create the
what do you want to
future
see
we
next for
want to
character
see.
themes? Do you want to see swordsman, or do you want to see the surprise character theme?
So, let me confirm
Surprise. Well, I'm more interested in seeing the music themes for CL.
Even go so far as to go against our orders, right?
I'm afraid the answer will be...
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I guess
CL's your
also not
character,
fair.
so I want to see what you deal with them. Do with them.
Yeah.
Like, Hector's mine, and I'm glad that worked out, but now I want to see what you do with CL.
On this battlefield. I'd like to warn you now. When that day comes,
Well, I still need to write the assault record for not to say. Oh yeah, after you're done streaming, you should go to Cypher's theme. I completely rewrote his character description or his assault record.
Oh, awesome. Alright, I'll do that.
Well, after your stream, obviously.
Can I reach it in time?
All missiles intercepted.
God, this thing is fast.
This is incredible, Mirai.
This thing
Morgan,
is so friggin' fast.
You just saved so many lives.
Although the operation is not a success, we have avoided the ultimate tragedy. Katyusha, this is Oke Irel. I'll not work with a superior that orders the massacre of innocents.
If that's so, then you are to be court-martialed as soon as you return.
After the war ends, you're going to court as a war criminal as well, sir.
Okay, let's start.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Colonel. This is a high-priority mission directly from the United States Central Intelligence Agency. If you'll allow me, I'd like to brief the pilots myself.
That's Morgan's voice actor, by the way.
Mithril's prototype battle frame neutralizing enemy high-performance weapons and battle frames. After we have secured aerial superiority, we will continue to the next phase. A transport helicopter, call sign Shorebird, will leave USS Takeo and then head towards this target building. Skull Squadron will provide close escort. Our special ops team will disembark from Shorebird at the destination to find and rescue the hostage before extracting. Protect the Shorebird until they return to USS Takeo safely.
So the Akarui Mirai has to engage the enemy until your team can complete the task. Is that correct?
Exactly. Thank you for briefing the briefing.
Flight of the Valkyries, game time. One of the most fun missions in the game.
Want some background
What's my music, Captain?
You have
You have Wagner, right? Play that. Still prefer rescue over unexpected visitor,
all enemy battle
but
frames.
whatever.
Clear the path before we start the next phase.
Black Lagoon, A and B, Hotel Moscow.
Oh right, I should switch this back to hard.
You know, just like Ace Combat Zero, Cypher is going to be the only ace who gets screwed out of a landing mission. He's not going to get a landing mission in the entire series.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Colonel. This is a high-priority mission directly from the United States Central Intelligence Agency. If you'll allow me, I'd like to brief the pilots myself. We are going to begin a rescue operation.
Want some background music, Captain? You have Wagner, right? Play that.
Eliminate all enemy battle
Still
frames.
prefer rescue over
Clear the
unexpected
path
visitor,
before we start
but
the next phase.
this will work.
You already said that.
And I'm playing it again because it's true.
In the combat area are unmanned.
Well, that's good for you now, isn't it?
It's great for me.
Did you say rescue?
Yeah, it makes Combat 7.
You're not even playing rescue.
I'm rescuing the president. It's the same goddamn thing.
No, because that guy is the ex-president, and he also died. Rescue gives me the same vibes that Super Sledge gave me. And I don't like those vibes very much. Not saying it's not a good song, of course, I just don't. Those vibes are, they're vibes. Let's put it that way.
It's the, oh god, someone's about to friggin' die vibes.
But yeah, but Unexpected Visitor, I don't know, I mean, I can't really tell you why I like the song. That's a very odd thing to explain.
Well,
it
lasts for a long time without any changing, so, yeah.
Unexpected Visitor is one of the most dynamic songs in the series. But anyway,
yeah, that's why.
I love the absolutely bombastic opening. Just the charge into the massive air squadron and the trumpets and music blaring in the back. I love it. It's so good. And it's a very good song for a landing operation, too. Project This has always done good with landing operation music.
Alright. This mission's really not that bad, by the way.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not like bad in the sense that it's difficult or annoying to play. It's just really, it seems like it was pretty badly designed. I mean, the enemies spawn
and fireworks.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, back to work.
Continue your fight with this resolve. There is no fate but what we make. I acknowledge you. Destroyer!
Never understood that line anyway.
You know, mechs in Project Nimbus have no reliable way of remaining at their top speed. Unless they're Generation 4 or 5. That is, well, unless you're unless you're the M5.
You know, that's one thing that I'm surprised they didn't touch upon. There's no gravity in space. Why do you slow down?
That is a fair point.
Never occurred to you, did it?
I mean, you are at least kind of a part of the atmosphere, or gravity in a way. I don't know.
But then again, in Project Nimbus, it's like, there's also sound in space when there can't be sound in space, so whatever.
I mean, it's more acceptable because you're kind of close to Earth, but Nimbus Infinity, I would assume, is going to be not on Earth at all.
Yeah, but another thing that's also unacceptable is, like I said, there's no sound in space. Why the fuck can I hear my own gun sounds? I know the missile's going off.
Well, would you rather have an inaudible everything?
That'd be creepy as fuck. And I like it. Like, imagine just, like, there's no song, there's just silence as, like, aircraft being destroyed, lives are being taken, people are hovering in space struggling for air.
I mean, you can do that. I wouldn't want to do that, but you can. You can turn off sound effects and turn off music and keep on the radios.
This building is so freaking huge. Now where is that sonar drone? I told you not
but
to.
I like Don't Look Down, and I would not prefer to have any sound effects.
Contact! We got contacts in here! Matt, fire your grenade at the marked location.
These guys are just gonna storm in there head-on, following orders. And that's how war is hot. Hot. Why did I screw that up? That's how war is fought. That's why I hate it.
This is Alpha.
Yeah.
Enemies at the staircase! Which staircase? Which one is it? Be more specific.
Honestly, I think the biggest reason why you loved Nimbus so much was because 7 was really disappointing. You hated 7. And then immediately after that, you get an Ace Combat-esque game that you weren't expecting. That's basically just Ace Combat, but it was done decently well. And decently well is good enough to where you can enjoy just about anything by this point.
It was decent, but 7 was so far from decent that decent was considered amazing. It was kind of just the situation it was in at the time.
Yeah. Do you still agree with Nimbus being an 8.5?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd say 8, 7, something along those lines right now. But I mean, I'd rate 7 a 6. So
I disagree with that, but okay.
Red team here. I think we found a package.
Like, what makes 6 above average?
Above average? Because 5 is average.
Yeah, 5 is average, but it's like, is 7 not average? Story is bad. You say the story is bad. You say the gameplay is bad. It's like,
wait,
you say
are
most
you
of the...
telling me to lower my rating?
No, I don't get why. No, I just don't get why it's a 6.
Well, because
like, you say the story is bad, you say the gameplay is bad, you hate the multiplayer. It's like, I don't get why you put it as... It's like, everything about this game sucks, I give it a 6.
Because, despite what I say, to be fair, it has at least kept me coming back, albeit begrudgingly, because there's absolutely nothing else to go to. I like the fighter jet stuff, obviously, and 5 is great. 5 is my favorite game of all time, but you can only play a single game for so long. And 7's the absolute best I can do right now without getting on the PS2. And I get on the PS2 a lot, so, you know. I like to do something that at least looks somewhat nice. To be fair, 7 is ass ugly because of its film grain, but emotion blur, but I mean, it can be somewhat immersive, and you've seen me enjoy flying and charge assault and charge the enemy. I like playing those missions to feel more professional.
Yes, sir.
I like flying US skins. I like at least trying to feel immersed.
They took me hostage.
Yeah, the gameplay can be pretty bad, but I mean, it's not as much the gameplay. I mean, yeah, the gameplay definitely has its problems, but it's more on the mission design anyway. The mission design is terrible.
Mission design is a part of the gameplay. Even if the gameplay is good, if the mission design is bad, then the gameplay is bad.
You're talking way
okay,
too
but I guess
much.
you could call the gameplay bad. I was
like,
gonna be nice and say it's just the mission design, but
no, I'm trying to look at things from a more critical manner. Like, I definitely like 7 more than you do, but I just don't get why it's a 6 by your perspective.
Well, if it was an average game, I wouldn't come back to it almost ever. Like, you want to see an average game, look at, I mean, in Advanced Warfare. Or, you know, what the hell is it? Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces is perfectly average.
Speaking of immersive experiences, did you ever see the original Ace Combat 4 commercial? It was quite funny.
Is that the one that says in the strange real world or whatever?
Yeah.
No, it was the original Ace Combat 4 commercial. The reason why they didn't release it is because Ace Combat 4 came out around the same time as 9/11, so it took a commercial.
Yeah, I know that.
Wait, sensitive.
Where is this coming from?
It was some guy who's got his flight helmet on. He's got an oxygen mask on. He's like dogfighting.
Something is approaching from below the sea.
Down.
Prepare for combat.
And like after he gets shut down, he says to his grandma, "Oh, sorry," because he took his oxygen mask from her.
But anyway, if you want to see an example of a perfectly average game, look at Sonic.
Sonic Unleashed.
Unleashed is, despite the problems I have with it, it is fun on occasion. I like the Werehog stages, honestly, an occasion more than the day stages, and the day stages can be pretty fun. And that story, oh god, that story, and the music presentation is perfect. It's a great story. Forces is a pretty story. It feels like it was in its first draft. They don't go anywhere with any of the plot points. It's definitely badly written. The gameplay is kind of satisfying, but extremely narrow, linear. There's not really much reason to replay. It's a game that you'll play through once, get bored of, and toss aside. That's an average game. That's it's not spectacularly bad, but it's not anything you'll come back to, so it's not above average in any regard.
It pretty much sounds like the description of every single game I've played on the PlayStation, because there's hardly any that I've really gone back to. I mean, you could say I'm being hypocritical because I'm playing the Dark Control, even though I already played through it and beat it, but it's like, there's honestly, it's probably because there's not that many games that are coming out that really look good.
I don't really have the same mindset that I have with like games I played when I was younger as I do like with games now. Like games I like now, I'll just binge and then I won't play them again. Like Spider-Man. I think that game was amazing. It's probably one of my favorite games on the PS4. But I binged it. I 100% completed the game like 3 or 4 times, and then I just have not played it since.
Oh god, that's a lot. Let's see.
This might actually be my best fight against Anapanasti.
My favorite game would have to be the Xenogears that was on the PlayStation. It's been a while, but it was the only game I ever played through where I enjoyed it so much that where I actually didn't want to beat it towards the end. I still ended up beating it.
XJPH-1 Anapanasti is a weapon project created in the 2040s. It is a weapon platform controlled by a
2040s. Just say 2040s, Ingrid.
And evolving itself. It seems like it was shot down and went into hibernation
Don't
during the war.
mansplain to her, AJ.
It was recently recovered by the children of
But it's like, when it comes to Ace Combat 7, it's like, you don't really seem to enjoy any of the missions that aren't 2 of them, and one of them is DLC. Granted, I do somewhat disagree. I do somewhat disagree with the idea of not counting anything that isn't, not counting any of the DLC as a part of the game. But I get the logic behind it.
It's not even free DLC. You have to pay extra for it. So
yeah, that's
no,
yeah.
Here's
a question, Killer. How come? Okay, I can understand the fact that you don't want to count paid DLC as being a part of the main game because it's not. That's an addition to it. But if I have to ask Mecca, yeah, Cross just invited me. I'll just invite him in real quick. It's like. You don't count paid DLC as a part of the game. We've been over this, and I get it, and I ended up agreeing with you on it. Here's my thing, though. Ace Combat 5 to 10 out of 10, do you not include the context from Ace Combat 0 in that regard? An entire other game?
I don't have to. I mean, the game was included in,
Why?
The game was made when 0 didn't even exist. And yeah, I think 0 improves the context, and I would always recommend to play 0 first. But 0 is not a better game than 5, at least in my opinion.
You said yourself 0 is a better standalone game.
Hi, Cross.
Yeah, 0 is a better standalone game. I agree.
Yeah,
it's better as an introduction.
Yeah.
I think 5 is a better game because there's more aircraft, more missions.
No, I get that. I understand why you like Ace Combat 5 more. I get that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But the idea here is that, yeah. Don't include paid DLC as a part of your score for the game because, you know, they're adding more content you have to pay for to the game that you already bought. Of course, I get that. But you're counting 0 and you're counting Ace Combat 5 score at 10 out of 10 when that's with Zero's context, which entire other game that you have to get.
I thought I was just explaining that it wasn't with Zero's context. Because I still like it as a better game than Zero. I don't like it as just a better story because of Zero, and I like 5's story regardless of Zero.
Wait, so Zero's a better standalone game than Ace Combat 5, but with Zero, Ace Combat 5 becomes a better game because, you know, the context behind it?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't to me either. Doesn't to me either.
I mean, I guess the simplest way to put it is which game do you like better? Or is it depend on circumstances?
Well, he likes 5 more, and I get that. He's already given his reasons why. I'm not disagreeing with those.
But I don't okay. I've said in the past that I think 5 is better experience after Zero. But is there a problem with it? I don't see it.
Oh, I kind of get what
no, the idea here, Mecha.
Your score is pretty exceptional too.
Is that like
there's a replacement ready?
Is that like you're counting? You're not counting. Okay. Ace Combat 7. You are not counting the paid DLC that comes with the game. Even though it does add to the game, it is a better mission that you get with it.
I don't even get
Killer that's finished. It's like you don't count paid DLC because you don't think it's not part of the game. You count Zero as a part. You count Zero's story when you consider 5, even though Zero is not part of 5. It's not part of 5. They're two separate games.
But I just told you that it wasn't about Zero, so there's no there's no reason to even bring that up because I just gave you my reasons. I think 5 is a better game. I think its story can be
significantly better without Zero. Significantly worse without Zero because context.
Still is good with its story still is good without. Okay, I mentioned this before. A game should be able to stand on its own with its story. It can, and to be fair, 5 does stand on its own. 5 has the whole introduction at the beginning of the game. It introduces you to the Belkans and everything that's going to happen. It describes the Belkan war team. It's not as in-depth as Zero. The thing Zero did is give you more of an in-depth look at what happened and the type of people Belkans are. If you look at Ace Combat 5 without the context of Belka, all you get is a representation of just a bunch of evil people who feel like they were wronged and are basically trying to destroy Osea and Debania. With the context of Zero, you know that these people desperately fought back a prick of a mercenary, and they were completely annihilated.
Yeah, they literally had. If they didn't nuke themselves, Cypher would have made their way into the capital, and even more would have died.
But the story of 5 doesn't rely on that. It doesn't need that. It works without it. And I think it's still a great story with that.
Okay, so let me try to make the distinction here. Basically what you're saying is, if there's content that adds significantly to the game, then that's something that you can count. But if it's something that's like a small addition, like, oh, it's one mission that isn't terrible, then at that point just don't count it because it's barely even a part of the game.
I think I get the difference that he's talking about. It's like, you know how they make a bunch of movie DVDs and there's the extended cut or the director's cut? 9 times out of 10, the director's cut includes scenes where you go like, why did they cut this out? Because this didn't seem that important. Whereas, like, a movie like The Punisher with Thomas Jane, like that's
a good comparison, actually.
If you watch the deleted scenes in there, they actually impact the story a lot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my best representation for something like that is look at the theatrical cut of Batman vs. Superman versus the director's cut.
Director's cut's way better, yeah.
The director's cut cut out so much important things. The story doesn't really work without the director's cut. So
question. So sorry.
You can't rate the theatrical version with the stuff that you see in the director's cuts, because by that point, there's not even a reason to play watch the theatrical version because
then you'd just be watching the director's cut or reviewing the director's cut.
Yes.
How much more footage was there in the director's cut?
You have no idea.
I think it was like 3 hours long. The director's cut.
Oh Jesus, that's a lot.
There's going to be even more in Zack Snyder's version of Justice League, which I'm actually looking forward to. They finally releasing the Snyder Cut thanks to the fucking pandemic. If that's one thing this pandemic gave, that was nice.
But with an Ace Combat comparison, with an Ace Combat comparison, I've said this before, but Ace Combat 4 is a story that stands fine on its own. It sets up Aruja and the ISAF on their own nicely, but with the context of Aces at War, I think Aces at War gave this. It makes Aruja a lot more sympathetic and make them seem less like the bad guys. They were just desperate and they invaded out of desperation. Of course, 7 tried to state that also, just it didn't successfully state it at all.
Yeah, Aces at War gives the details regarding Aruja, and it does add to the game. But why would you count those details as a part of Ace Combat 4 when you have to go through a fucking book in order to find those details?
Well, you wouldn't, because the story's fine on its own. It works. You don't really think about that stuff when you've been playing the game.
Yeah, but if the details do make a game better, should you count them if they're not part of the main game? Simple answer is you don't.
No, do what Mahler does. If the story, you'd have to judge if the story stands on its own. This is what I was going to do with 7. If the story it needs to stand on its own. That's why I have a problem with the second cutscene of the game. It doesn't make sense if you don't know the context of the previous games. It doesn't make sense if you do. You have to know the context of the previous games and know them by heart, because Avril does not explain it at all properly.
You also have to know that statement is a mistranslation because the developer stated it. If you don't know it's a mistranslation, it makes no sense.
Because that's what we were told. That's the cutscene, the dialogue. It doesn't make sense.
Where is the 7th Fleet?
Yes, it doesn't make sense because it's a mistranslation. That's what I mean.
It's your job to fix that.
Yes.
It's like it's your job to fix that before the game comes out. It's like Sonic 06. The game is glitchy and bugged. It was rushed, yes, but we don't care if it was rushed.
We're detecting a radar signature
you gave us this game, and we're going to do it the way it is.
That's the UCN Pacific Fleet. Dragon's Eyes, respond. USS Takao to AWACS, Dragon's Eyes, please respond.
I think the biggest issue with Sonic 06 is that they're moving straight to a new engine and then having to develop the whole thing. Because Sonic 06 has a longer development time than fucking Zero, and I don't need to state the difference in quality.
Well, yeah, because Zero just reused a bunch of assets.
Here's a question. Who in here is like a hardcore fan of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Hardcore might be a bit of a stretch, but I do really like Sonic, kind of.
Okay, was there any mechanics in the movie that they just kind of made up just for McGuffin's sakes?
Yeah, Sonic does not have infinite speed. He does not have infinite speed. That is bullshit. He has never had infinite speed. And they've also never really mentioned, like, I know the movie kind of needed to do this to set things up, but first of all, Sonic never has lived on another planet, but that was something they made up basically to keep humans out of Sonic forces because of Sonic 06. Because Sonic 06 is the reason for everything that's not in games now. They're just using Sonic 06.
Flagship Vladimir Putin sunk.
Sonic never lived in a different world. He's always been in the human world, and the Echidna tribe did the same thing. Second of all, when it comes to his power being something that they're trying to take from him, it never in this game, in the entire series, has even been. His speed has never even been called a power. In fact, most
it's more like a natural ability.
Yeah,
kind of like kind of like Usain Bolt can just naturally run really fast because of his physicality. Sonic is the same way, but turned to really high levels.
In the booklet that was in the original Sonic 1, it was insinuated that Sonic's shoes are what make him fast. But I think that's kind of gone away. When it comes to his speed, though, Tails could keep up with him in the classic games. He can't anymore, but he could keep up with him up
There's also plenty of times where they try to hype up other people by saying they're faster than Sonic. They do that with Infinite in the beginning of Forces. Oh, that's a call.
I mean, Shadow was always fast. Shadow was always as fast as Sonic. Shadow is more impressive than Sonic. What I'm actually curious about is if they're going to bring up the light speed dash, but there are no rings obviously on Earth, like they're just spread around. So I don't know how that would work.
From that little tidbit and what I do know of Sonic the Hedgehog, like the way they added a few things around and twisted a few things around, like I was willing to live with them. They didn't seem like unreasonable, like saying the rings are magic rings that teleport you from one world to another. Like, sure, why not? I mean, I would
those are actually in the classic Sonic games, so that's fine. There are like giant rings that you can jump through that take you to like collect a Chaos Emerald or something. So that's fine. There's no problem with that.
As for like turning Sonic's speed, is this like something that everyone wants to chase him down for?
That has never been a thing.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, but at the same time, like, it kind of makes sense why people want to chase him down. Like, it give more of a reason for some people to chase him down.
Well, the thing with Eggman, and I get that they were trying to do a fish out of water movie, so they couldn't do this with Eggman, or Robotnik. Eggman has always, he's never been about, like, getting power from Sonic. It's always been he's trying to take over the world, essentially. Or build, or in some games, not necessarily take over the world, just build Eggman Land. Which he actually did in Unleashed. It is a theme park, kind of. It's called the Crimson Carnival.
So, Eggman wants to build a giant theme park for his narcissistic issues, am I right?
Essentially.
Okay, why not? Because if he has the narcissistic, whatever, feeding part, then he'll be okay, right?
Well, Sonic destroys it in Unleashed and Colors, so... Sonic always, like, puts a stop to his shit. Like, I don't know if he's ever won. Like, he kind of has won, like, twice, but one time he got a... He did win, and he actually did get a reward for it. He just got a shitty blanket that did nothing. But the other time he won, he immediately actually started losing because it turned out that his grandfather was going to crash a space colony into the Earth and kill all life. So, of course,
didn't him and Sonic have to work together on that one?
Yeah, that was the first time they ever teamed up. It's actually kind of ironic that Eggman was so worried that the Earth was going to get destroyed because not 2 seconds before it's revealed that his grandfather is going to destroy the Earth, he was about to shoot a laser beam at the Earth and blow it up. So, I don't get why he cared. Probably because I guess the colony he was on was going to crash. But no, I don't. There are a lot of kind of assholes in the movie that aren't in the games at all.
Okay, I mean, well, that's to be expected with. Not saying it's justified, but I see that a lot when they're like translating, I don't know, comics to movies or movies to games or whatnot. Especially when they translate movies to video games, they had to add some mechanic to make things work.
To be fair, the way they represented Sonic's speed in the movie, well, it's bullshit that he can go as fast as he wants. He cannot go that fast. When it comes to the way they usually represented him running, like when he ran away from the car and then back. Okay, that was actually a little too fast, but still, he does usually dash around like that in like old shows. He can dash around like that just fine. It's just he wouldn't be able to make it from like Eastern California to the Pacific in like 2 seconds. He would, because he goes at the speed of sound, not the speed of light or some shit.
I thought it was hilarious where part of the storyline was because Sonic didn't know where San Francisco was.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you know what? As dumb as that plot point is, it's so simple. It works.
Like, yeah, that's true.
I'm back. Had a long call.
What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to give Sonic like a phone and say, "Here, use GPS." And he's like, "How do you use this thing?" That's all he has to say. The plot still works.
Yeah. I think the movie was exactly what it needed to be, but it's, again, just continuing the mediocrity of the Sonic games. Like, it was a good movie. I like it. But first of all, you had Fortnite games, isn't it? And second of all, you could have done much more. Like, it was just a generic fish out of water movie. It could have been so much more.
I'm trying to think of another fish out of water movie. Almost literally, it was called
Wonder Woman?
Splash. No, I was thinking of Splash with Daryl Hannah, where she's a mermaid.
Oh.
Like, I mean, it's almost literally a fish out of water.
Man, these missiles do so much more damage against the ships than anything else does in this game. But really, I just want to get to the Juliana fight. That's the one I'm psyched about the most.
Hi, April.
Mecha says hi.
Hello, Mecha. Hello, Crosshairs. Currently streaming, so try to keep loot comments to a minimum.
Oh, too late. We've already crossed that threshold.
Motherfucker.
Cross her threshold.
Did you not see the symbol directly under my name that says I am screaming?
No.
I am feigning ignorance because I could say I had eye surgery.
I'm gonna restart this whole thing if I read this stream later and realize how loot it is.
Actually, we haven't really said.
No, it shouldn't be that bad.
We haven't really said.
Anybody who says it shouldn't be that bad, it's always worse. Don't say that.
Ooh. Oh man, you want bad? Like it would be the jokes I sent Killer.
Yeah, I know.
I love how Killer was reading the first part, then he goes like, "No, I'm not saying that."
It got bad.
Flagship and its escorts have entered the area.
Hold on to your weaves.
Hey, look at Cherry. Love this wall.
Petersburg class corvette sunk.
By the way, Crosshairs, the thing that I find quite funny, when you're watching the DLC trailer for Ace Combat 7, you got more erect and excited about the XFA-27 than I've ever seen you with any other woman.
This is Admiral Zukov.
Outside of maybe April.
You
okay?
You just broke your own nearly
Too late now. Well, it's too late now. Well, it's too late now, so might as well break all limits.
Liberate full lewdness.
Full cowling.
God damn it, don't make it My Hero reference.
So, should I finish the quote that Nick was asking
go
me
ahead.
to read then?
Yes,
right. I'm actually, I don't feel good about it.
Do it.
Okay, this is directly from Mecca. Directly from Mecca. This is not from me. Anyway,
you're spiraling out of control now.
What? Alright.
You know it's bad when he's throwing me under the bus. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is the full quote. What do you think of when you see a baby with a hole in its head? I don't know about you, but I know.
Juliana Alexandrova. ZX08.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
Mecha, you are art.
The third one is... The third one's self-explanatory.
Has been updated on the data link.
Like, it's just two quotes or two small phrases or whatever. It's just self-explanatory. And I'm not sure I want to read it, but you want me to, don't you, AJ?
Please don't. I don't.
Let's say.
I'm a cross.
You outvoted him.
Stop.
You outvoted.
Crosshairs, you stumbled
AJ,
into my stream without knowing. You stumbled into my stream without knowing that I was streaming somehow, even though it says beneath my name.
Any more baby jokes?
Too bad. Killer, begin.
Nope. Killer shouldn't do it.
Mecha, please do it.
No, I'm not saying anything.
If Cross and Mecha are against it, I'm not gonna read it.
Oh god! It's eating my bullets like it's nothing!
Caucasus class frigate sunk.
Cross, what you playing?
Fallout 4! Legendary Mirelurk Hunter! The fuck is that? Nope.
Right.
Mirelurks, aren't those the mutated crabs that have extra thick armor?
Yeah, this one's a lobster.
What, the ones in the skies is Joe's Crab Shack van?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But technically, this is me just digging myself a deeper hole. That joke that Killer said, like, you never. It doesn't say that the kid is dead.
The 7th Fleet is right in front of us.
The 7th Fleet?
Wait a minute.
USS Takao to AWACS
Wait a minute.
Dragnines. If you can hear this, please respond. We cannot contact
Nah,
you.
no.
USS Takao.
This is a private transmission to Mythil. Listen,
to
do
give
not
you
approach
context,
the 7th
AJ. This
Fleet.
was
I
a
repeat,
conversation I was
do
having
not
with Cross the
approach
other
the
day,
7th Fleet.
where I was in the
General
I was in
Renault
the
cannot be trusted.
like the
Do
maternity
not
ward of a
trust
hospital
General
as a
Renault.
student,
Leave the area
and
immediately.
Where do
I
you
saw
think you're going?
like a picture of a flower on this door, and the nurses told me like, yeah, that's code for like their baby died.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
I was like, oh, and I found out, and later on I got another dose of dark humor unintentionally when this one lady walks by and says, "Ooh, carry out."
You will
and she
all
says,
have
"No,
to
it's a
die
coffin."
here. All 7th Fleet units, eliminate the Russians and the traitors.
So that's
And later
what
on,
this is.
the teacher asked me like,
You
"Hey, you
wanted
want
to
to
use
see
the
if
Damn,
UCN
nice
to
particle
kill
cannon,
us
Juliana.
and the president.
Did you,
Sell the flames of war, leading the nation to pour
I
all
sent
its
you across
resources
the
into
thing. Did you
destroying
read
the
it?
UCN.
I
Thank
don't. Do I have to?
You don't
Yeah,
have
you
to.
do.
No, you don't.
Well, no, don't
Across
read it
for-
out loud. Just read what it, read it yourself. You don't have to read it out loud.
The second one, okay, that's political, but I thought it was kind of cute anyways.
Hold on.
The table is surrounded by politicians who have never set a foot on the battlefield.
But
It's a disgusting squabble who gets the larger share of the pie, and that's why it needs to win. Anyway,
but to finish up the story, yeah, the teacher asked me if I want to see a fetal demise. So I walk in there, and yes, I saw a dead baby, and
was it an abortion?
No, it was like a miscarriage.
Oh,
no, that's sad.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So ever since then, I don't really crack baby jokes.
And yet you sit here today with one, kind of.
Why is?
But Crosshairs, can I ask you something?
Hold on a second.
No.
Take down the Liberty. Da 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 da. Yeah.
Should I should I just send it to AJ so he can read it on his own?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
AJ.
Okay.
So you got more hyped and erect from the XFA 27 than you did literally any other time you've been lewd. Like whenever we've sent you or me or Scott have sent lewd images, I've never heard you anywhere near that erect or hyped before. Oh, hold on.
Because the
what?
That would be dinner, guys, and I'm probably gonna have to cut the stream here, unfortunately.
Oh no!
I mean, oh no! We were having so much fun.
Oh no, we were so much risk of demonetization. What money?